where, it's always good to be home, and these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So TCU's offense will start this game off. And here's the veteran, a guy who has been around and is ready to finish his final season with a bang.
So nice to have guys like this that have been around the block, that know the offense inside and out. Guys I can trust. Leadership, play on the field, all the boxes are checked.
Yeah, because he's a leader, too, I think this is a guy the offense looks to make plays early. So if I'm the quarterback, I'm calling this guy's number a lot early in this game to go make plays.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers, getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays.
Touchdown, TCU! A great catch and run for 6. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Fresno State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man across the middle. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Fresno State working from the red zone. He'll set up to throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Gonna run it. It's Wade. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. He's got his man. On the move at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Quick completion to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Fresno State right back to the line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right frame.
Makes the catch and knocked down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Coming after him. Using the quick game. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines.
Okay, ready?
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
3-25.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
On the ready?
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense.
Here we go.
Trying to punch it in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
On the set.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They go to the ground, and they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that...
Can anyone catch him? And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Finds his target down the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, TCU!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Fresno State will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Laporta. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Looking for a crease. It's Wade. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Some misdirection with the counter. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He now has 61 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll go to the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Fresno State right back to the line. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So,
and the quarterback is snowed under.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Release to the back. He finds a soft spot in the middle, and he'll be smacked to the ground. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Unloads to the right. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He looks that one in nicely. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Got a man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Horned Frogs are threatening in the red zone. They're going to throw it again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Stevens. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. The give to the fullback. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they're able to... turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Touchdown, Fresno State. The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field, looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that.
Off he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I think most offensives around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again.
Jackrabbit.
He's looking to throw it. Connection to the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And here they come, almost all the way back. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's past the 30. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lining up to convert 3rd down. They go to the counter. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.